Lawmakers call for urgent intervention at an abandoned gully in College of Education of Ansett. University of Uyo holds 99th inaugural lecture. Plus, Federal Road Safety Corps calls forward due not change among road users. Hello there, good evening, and many thanks for joining us on the news tonight. I am Kelvin Samuel with details of the headlines and other stories. Please note that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103 and all our social media platforms on Facebook and the YouTube. Do well to like our pages for regular updates. Akwa Ibom State Governor Moeno has assured of his administration's readiness to cooperate with the new manager of Oil and Gas Free Zone for the actualization of Liberty Oil and Gas Free Zone in the state. Governor Eno gave this assurance while playing host to a delegation from the Oil and Gas Free Zone Authority led by the Managing Director Bamanga Usman at the Government House. The report.
Governor Eno, while commending the team for their visit to Akwa Ibom State, which according to him is an indication of good interest, assures that the state government under his watch will do its best towards the actualization of the Liberty Oil and Gas Free Zone, which will enhance the state's economy. He thereafter presented state government technical committee led by the Secretary to Akwa Ibom State Government, Enobo, to liaise with the agency for the speedy actualization of the free zone in the state.
I can assure you that now that we have formed our team, we were ready to run.
Earlier, the Managing Director of Oil and Gas Free Zones Authority, Bamanga Usman, says that Akwa Ibom State, with the contribution of about 31% of the nation's oil output, remains critical to the nation's development, and investment in the oil and gas free zone will be a multiplier effect on the state and nation at large.
This is a state that is blessed and endowed with significant gas reserve and other natural resources. This is a state that is blessed with over 7 million human capital. Your Excellency, the concept of special economic zones has proven beyond reasonable doubt globally that it is the concept that is most efficient and effective tool to accelerate economic growth and development.
The Oil and Gas Free Zone Authority is a regulatory body saddled with the responsibility of developing and managing investments within the nation's oil and gas free zones. From the Government House,
Meanwhile, the Akwa Ibom State Governor Moeno has approved the expansion of work at the Uyo Gully Erosion Reclamation and Beautification Project to include the correctional service facility threatened by erosion. The governor took this decision during an unscheduled inspection of Dominic who took axis of the project. The report. Apologies, we are unable to bring you that story at the moment, maybe along the line. Lawmakers in Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly have moved to rescue students and residents from an abandoned, excavated gully at the College of Education of Ansett in East Ribom local government area of the state. Member representing East Ribom State constituency, Eric Akpan, expressed concern that the abandoned gully is posing danger to the children's playground at the demonstration school and the college premises. Nsika Okon will tell us more.
In a motion titled "The Need for Urgent Action on Abandoned Gully at College of Education of Ansett," the East Ribom representative, Mr. Eric Akpan, says the gully, which is as a result of excavation work by a contracting firm who abandoned the site, is a threat to life of the residents in the college community.
This gully, a result of excavation work by a contracting firm that later abandoned the site, pose a significant threat to the safety and well-being of the college community. and residents of Afaransa. The proximity of the gully to the college Norway School, the demonstration school, as well as other college buildings and pathways underscores the urgency of the situation.
Some lawmakers, while expressing concern, called on the state government for immediate intervention.
As a father of children, I am worried that the life of these children in this school is under very serious threat. And so I urge my colleagues that we give this motion an urgent and accelerated hearing.
The gully, excavated gully at College of Afaransa is man-made but has become a menace to the school. And to have the students study, the environment has to be conducive. Not just the College of Education, but also other schools that have these threats cutting across the school.
It is indeed worrisome. And why do I say so? Especially now that the rains are about to start. This gully erosion turns into a swimming pool for wild animals.
I'm very sure the governor will take an urgent action on this particular gully erosion in Afaransa. So let's ask the clerk to write directly to His Excellency to let him know what is happening in the College of Education, the only College of Education that we have in Akwa Ibom State. Erosion.
For pass a resolution that the issue be given urgent attention as it has to do with the safety of lives of the students and the college community. Nzika Okon, NTN News.
Moving forward, government agencies and non-governmental organizations regular monitoring and mandatory assessment and certification of borehole water, maintenance of a higher standard of hygiene in public abattoirs will help in mitigating infections that are prevalent in the society. This was the focus of the 99th inaugural lecture of University of Uyo delivered by Professor Anyete Effiong Moses on the topic survival of the fittest and the kingdom of unequal microbial idiosyncrasies and human coexistence. Wisdom Jacob will tell us more.
The inaugural lecture was well attended by people from all walks of life, including family members of the inaugural lecturer, experts in medical field, academia, students and the university community. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Yaudon Dayo, says the inaugural lecture is an occasion for a professor to share his achievements in research, engagement, community service, and teaching activities before an audience of the university community and the public.
It is not relevant today because we are all struggling to survive. Even in the household, the survival of the fittest. In the church, we see survival of the fittest. So I'm sure by the time we finish, we'll now be able to adjust ourselves.
The citation of the inaugural lecturer, Professor Anyete Effiong Moses, indicates that he is an astute educationist who has risen in his career to a professor of medical and public health microbiology and microbial immunology. In his lecture, Professor Anyete Effiong Moses explained that man has no choice but continue to coexist with microorganisms and strive to survive their onslaughts and idiosyncrasies.
Potential sources of disease outbreak and posing everyone to danger. Lack of potable water, proliferation of untreated boreholes, and drinking of commercial unbranded sachet water, coupled with low level of knowledge of basic hygiene practices, especially among rural dwellers, are risk factors of gastroenteritis, especially among our children and the elderly.
We need to go to the clinic at all times, present ourselves for clinical checks so that we can take appropriate drugs to be able to live.
Something of great concern in the public domain, especially as far as healthcare is concerned. So it further helps us to enforce the fact that when you have to take your medication, especially the antibiotics, you have to take the complete dosage.
It's simple thing like water, sanitation, and hygiene. If we are able to solve this problem, you see the lifespan of people would have been going up.
One of the major things that he has said is make sure you wash your hands when you get back to the house. It will relieve you of a lot of problems.
The inaugural lecturer thereafter presented a copy of inaugural lecture to the Vice Chancellor, who in turn presented a plaque to him as a memorial. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
We'll pause here for a short commercial break. More news and I'll return. Please stay.
One passenger. Big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suites for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Welcome back and many thanks for staying tuned. And if you're just joining us, it has been the 7 p.m. news of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Channel 12 for you, reaching you on Star Time, Channel 103, and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Now to the rest of the stories for tonight. Wife of the immediate past Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Martha Udomi Emmanuel, has presented gift items and cash to indigent women in Onan local government area ahead of the Easter celebration. The donation was during the 2024 Onan Women's Celebration. The report.
The founder of Family Empowerment and Youth Reorientation Path Initiative, FEREP, who was a special guest at the yearly event held at the Onan Sports Stadium, Abat, used the 2024 Onan Women's Day to canvass for unity and togetherness among the women of Onan. Dr. Martha Udomi Emmanuel noted that when women come together to forge partnerships, no development can evade them, saying there is power in unity of purpose. She also advised women to key into their rights agenda, especially the agricultural sector.
Let's go back to that old days. Always some see how you can help in your little way. Maybe in your economy, when you come price, make me not going to have. That is love. That is sharing.
Keynote speaker and former Vice Chancellor of University of Uyo, Professor Comfort Ekpo, while speaking on the theme of the event, Inspire Inclusion, noted that the world over, women have charted new pathways of development, saying the more women are inspired into leadership positions, the more the society will develop for common good.
Improvement in women's representation in governance. We could say there's some improvement in human trafficking. But when we look at it all in all, we see that the improvement is not very significant.
In their goodwill messages, speakers, including the transition chairman of Una Local Government Council, Elder Ineabasi Kanem, congratulated the women for sustaining the event and for the proposed building of a multi-purpose hall in honor of the founder of FEREP, Dr. Mata Udom Emmanuel. The event, which featured march past, cultural dance and various competitions, attracted illustrious sons and daughters of the area. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Federal Road Safety Corps has urged Nigerians in Akwa Ibom State to be safety conscious while driving all through the Easter celebration period. The sector commander, Matthew Oloniyashi, used the opportunity of the celebration to call for the attitudinal change among road users to avert crashes. Joy Obani will tell us more.
It is the season of Easter celebration, where Christians and other Nigerians take advantage of the period to travel across the length and breadth of Nigeria to celebrate with family members and friends. However, traffic volume rises during this festive period. Hence, Federal Safety Corps is calling on all Nigerians living in Akwa Ibom State to adhere to road signs and obey traffic rules.
And they should also have considerations for other road users. There is no need for one to be aggressive on steering. You don't need to. If you are driving on the road, you have one thing at the back of your mind, that you are the only sane person.
The sector commander, Federal Safety Corps, Akwa Ibom State Command, Matthew Olonishayi, also cautions motorists, tricycle riders and motorcyclists not to abuse the good road network in the state.
Driving is a very serious business and which requires full concentrations. We expect drivers not to go against the rules and regulations guiding the usage of the road.
To ensure and achieve 5% reduction on road traffic deaths and injuries, Federal Safety Corps has deployed 662 personnel, including special marshals and material resources, to strategic areas in the state during this Easter celebration. Joy Obani, NTA News.
Meanwhile, schools in Uyo and Ikorekpene senatorial districts have benefited from the state government's intervention of farm input to promote practical farming among students in Akwa Ibom State to boost food sufficiency. Evelyn Badu Ekpo will tell us more.
Presenting the farm inputs to the schools, Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Ofyong Ofor, encouraged students to engage in practical farming, which can be of financial benefit to them and cater for their needs. She called on school authorities in Akwa Ibom State to revive the Young Farmers Club to prepare the young minds to embrace home farming projects and training for future benefits.
Thank His Excellency for his support. Every year, Akwa Ibom State government does this. Supports public schools and other schools that are interested with cuttings, with improved variety of cuttings, with seeds. Why does the government do this? To see that time and again we should have food on our tables.
Stakeholders harp on the importance of food to man and involvement of people in agricultural production to drive the agricultural revolution story in Nigeria.
You've been given this farm in seedlings and inputs.
please, is not supposed to be dumped behind maybe the principal's office or somewhere. Judiciously, make sure that you do all you need to do to plant.
This major development will play a crucial role in long-time and team productivity at both the micro and macro levels.
I appreciate our amiable governor for including us in his Arise agenda by giving us farm inputs to our different schools.
Back in our days, when I used to follow my mother to farm, we used to put 4 cuttings. We will make a small hole, then we will put 4 cuttings. But today, I learned that even one is enough to give you a bomber harvest.
And I want to assure you, on behalf of my colleagues, we shall utilize the inputs.
Meanwhile, the agri-boss also visited in a local government area where 100 women selected from the 11 wards of the local government were empowered with farm inputs and incentives in line with the Arise agenda. Rose Effiong, on behalf of the women, thanked the state government, promising to make judicious use of the inputs. Evelyn Badu Ekpo, NTA News.
To end the news, another look at the major stories. Lawmakers have called for urgent intervention at an abandoned gully in College of Education. University of Uyo held 99th inaugural lecture. You also heard in the news that the Federal Road Safety Corps has called for attitudinal change among road users. Those are the much we can accommodate on the English segment of the news tonight. I remain Kelvin Samuel, wishing you all the best.
Ekben sunu ye dokebo yarisu wanyene se mboy ba ngapiding aba ku with College of Education ka Faransa u fong when tai fer yunu yo no bebe kutti inaugural lecture ayoro nang ye frena u fong to road safety rokam mo abo yarema ne san diong idem kena mo watu wat kida istabi gangin mi ko mo yung mero akne sukure yai ko bo yoram ba aro se meru na ma minko sakbo yo ke Star Times Facebook koro YouTube eroko me kamu tum ke mitie u ba kunam ebo ya se neke esu anyene se menda mo bohol ke mitie ntum ba edikan ikban mu nomo sisi banga ke afangaram enyong era pendara adina nga ngposana ke mitie ntum magari ikban mu nomo nkenga una esege no wo mfuna ado ken dagaru na mukbe bu fangwet ntai fior yunu yeke enoro ekoto 99th electoral lecture ke eketangami ado professor Netie Fion Moses again no kbebem ya ikobo yo mba mi se ito akombong nyen Wisdom Jacob
enam ya idion ken lutumu ukbem ba ayo nang me frey nangami ama kono bono woto mention sitie akoram bono fogon diki no kbebedo menta ka fang lutum song iden me kbem wet ito fang wet yem namutum kem mu fang wen tai fiodo adai wor fang wen tai fio yo tai fio nyaw don da yo ma tangabu en lutum kbem bomi ado adino men tai fio o fang adi ben mi fio tum se moy ni ke men duan se moy nam ben wat bono fang wedo akoram boni dong eri tang bomba atai fio mi ken lutum kbem weramo agurabo yedo ta kamba tai fio ado kesem akamba ida ken lutum kbem bomo kbem bonya ken no nyama nam ya wang abo ken bono wo iniere ikondo ntekeri tang meri fi pang idem ado ken amo kai so ridu wem men kan na manongo ko wudongo ado enyo idu mu kan mo adi bokon mem prang udongo mi Titiedo, anyaka no kpemkpo, anyama ben wet, o kpemkpo do, ano itumo fong wet, jen anyero ma no nye, mkpo na atenye kama tuyo, nutumo kpemkpo do, inieke ekbedo. Wisdom Jacob, Lombok NTA.
Ofo to road safety, out of Kobono, ke kwa ibomebo, yarine kesan diong idem, ke otuko ufon yu kpemembo no wo, na watu wat kusong, ke ndara usoro East Army. Akama utomu for utomu mi, ete Matthew, oloni shaye, akedo komi ke ndara usoro mi, mba atioro, esi unomo, asere tang wombo no wo ke kwa usong. Ya ikop mbwa mito, okwambonyan. Kenda udia usoro Easter, adogom, musen, ndo orudo se ne kenyong eti. Bono we se darufanga mi, eka yisang, adidia usoro mi ye mufan, aduk yima na mo, kenyan ye kempen berusong. Ase genam, musong isang, ase yo yemme, akaisang, momo. Kentum, ufarutum road safety, asunu yoko mbun, iranyan, Nigeria, sidongo ke kwa ibom state ebo, yareneke, ekpa utongo no membet uwat, ma asuro, munomo, kusong isang nyan. Akamutum kufarutum, ami, ete Matthew, oloni sheye, amasak, adiandobo, yak me awaruwat, eke kobinem, kena, musong isang nyene fono ke tre, wat mentem temuwat. Enyong wat nanga ne membo magatoro esu wo me nda unomo koro mkpake musong nyinem ufokuto mi ade me wak ana nguto moy koto special marshal edong kusong koro mempo tum fentroro adikan bo kusoro East Army abo yoki furo yeke me kuyo sikani ini ro kembang fan ake ni ninyan tutu akang fen